Guys, so it's currently going up to 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm heading out to Cromford today. I thought this is probably going to be the last journey I'm going to do this year, just because basically, so we are locked down tomorrow, but the problem is, this is the slight bit that doesn't make any sense. So the lockdown, you could travel for exercise, right? But we're going back into tier 3 after lockdown. Well, my area is anyway. Well, most of the country is either in tier 3 or tier 2. But anyway, so we're going back into tier 3, and then in tier 3 you literally can't travel unless you have like means. Like, you can't travel outside the UK, or not outside the UK. Well, obviously I'm not traveling outside the UK, but you're not supposed to travel like outside your, like, it's proper strict. You're only supposed to like travel outside where you live unless you know, for work and stuff like that. So it's like proper strict. It's going to be proper strict, which is a bit weird why lockdown wasn't like that. But anyway, so I thought today is probably the best day because it's the last day of lockdown, and then it goes into tier 3. Obviously people are not going to listen, but I like to follow the rules. So in Cromford, I'm hopefully going to High Peak Junction. That's along the canal. Obviously we went round Cromford Canal, but we didn't go all the way. It's when we went to Watson Well, but there's like this kind of like a museum sort of thing. It's basically where old railway, well, not a museum, but it's like it used to be where an old railway tracks were, basically. I can't remember what the full name was, but it's got its name from the train station, High Peak Junction. And then if I've got enough time, I'm going to head to the Cromford Mills, but because of lockdown, I think the main side, well, I've looked online, the main side's actually closed. Like, all the shops are obviously closed, but you can't actually get into the main area either. So, depending on obviously what I can get around there and what's around there, then yeah, but that is basically their plan. So I'm finally here now, and it's fucking freezing. Well, my hands are fucking freezing, but my other coat is in the washing machine. So, well, not in the washing machine, it's wet, basically. It's drying, so I have to put it in the washing machine. But yeah, honestly, I seriously need to get like a black coat. I'm never getting a cream coat because that coat's always in the washing machine, because also when it gets dirty, it's so obvious that you have to stick it in the washing machine. Whereas if it's like black, you can get away with it. But yeah, or maybe I should have compensated and put a jumper on, but then I thought I don't want to be too hot. But the coldest thing part of my body is actually my fucking hands. Like, they're so freaking cold. Like, I'm wearing gloves, but they're not the greatest gloves either. So I'm like, oh my god. I mean, they're helping a little bit as opposed to not wearing gloves at all, because this coat, I can't really put my hands in the pocket, so I can, but it ends up just being really awkward and uncomfortable because they're like high up. That's hilarious. Like, they literally look like Lego bricks. Like, look how gorgeous that brew is. I don't know if you can tell because the sun's literally just blaring out. So I am here. If I don't vlog as much, it's because my hands are cold and I've not got those gloves where you can use them with touchscreen. So if I don't, it's because of that. I proper stink, so right, when you're smelling around here. I'm gonna assume this is one of the old carriages. And then some original tracks over here. Yeah, this route takes you to Black Rocks as well, which I was looking at before, but I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be quite muddy. It being, obviously being winter and currently frosty at the minute, and having the worst shoes ever. I seriously need to get some better shoes with better grip. Currently walking up this steep hill that used to be, I saw a sign, what I got from it used to be where the train tracks used to be. But yeah, the view looks proper beautiful. I don't think this man, I don't know if his phone's doing it justice or not. But yeah. Onward. You get what I'm saying, it's coming down here is going to be interesting. I mean, it doesn't feel slippy, so it should be alright. I'm not going to fall flat on my fucking face. So then on this side we've got a load of daunting looking trees. Do I stay on the path? Or do I go off the path again? Imagine there's a path here, I suppose you can walk through here. But I don't really have the shoes for it, to be honest with you, and yeah. So this is where an old engine house used to be. What's it called? The Cromford Lower Engine House. And over here is this peculiar building, which we'll go see what it is. And then this is, okay, I'm not 100% sure. Oh yeah, up there as well is part of the engine house. I'm not sure what this is, it does not say. I'm going to assume it's also part of the railway at some point. Let's have a peek in here. How is it warm in here? What the actual hell? Unless they just built this as like a place to chill. I don't know, while workers on their break. But I don't understand how it's warm in here. Like this building is pretty isolated, pretty insulated. Like, jeez, it's quite warm in here. It's warmer in here than it is out there, and there's no windows. Like, there's literally no windows. That is peculiar and strange. I just noticed this, but this looks like it was a fireplace at some point, or some kind of like heater sort of thing. I have no idea what this is, but it says dangerous, fault wrong, keep out. But I don't know if it's some kind of building. I'm guessing those things could collapse at any second, but there's no like description or anything. And I think there's something else over here as well. Or maybe not, I think it's just a sign over here. Consensory access may be closed without notice. Okay. There was a sign saying, another sign saying danger or something. But obviously I was wrong. And here's another engine house. I believe this is the oldest one. Then you turn around to probably the most beautiful scene I've ever seen in my whole entire life at this point. So I'm going to head back down just because up there takes you to Black Rocks and it wasn't the plan to go to Black Rocks today, so I'm going to head back down now. And depending on the time, we'll have a look at Cromford Mills. So I was right, the actual mills never actually closed, so God knows I'm kind of walking to, but I saw, you know what, I'm going to change my mind because these stairs are quite steep on my shoes. You know what, fuck it, I'll just wear my rail, hold on to the rail. I'll come down and I just saw it my balance, but I saw a shop, there's a massive queue, and it smelled like really nice warm coffee, but then I saw my mask on, but the desperation for coffee, you know what, I'm going to put this phone down before I slip and die. You can actually see it from up here actually. I don't know whether I can't get over the views that I've seen today. But yeah. It's actually warming up now. So my hands aren't as cold. I mean, they're still cold, but my body's actually finally warmed up as well. So too bad. I get why they've closed over here because the amount of people. What they could have done is like places like I was gonna say places like Kevinson Hall, for example. Obviously you can't get in the hall, but you can get on the grounds, but you have to book in advance because you don't necessarily obviously just do them without any tours. But I don't know. That's what I would do anyway. I forgot this isn't a tier system, this is a lockdown. Yeah, I got really confused for a minute. I just realised it's a lockdown. But I think it might even still be closed after tier 3. I'm not 100% sure. I forgot this is actually a lockdown. We're not actually in the tier system until tomorrow. But I think it's still closed. I don't know, I may be wrong. Clearly my brain's just gone to pop. This place just literally just keeps chucking views at me. I can't handle it. So over there is actually a really posh hotel. I don't know if it's like a refurb castle. There's actually a thing over there, I'll show you in a minute. Let me see if it's actually saying anything about it. But I saw it on the way here, but it's like a hotel. Or it's like a hotel, it is a hotel. Or it could even be an old hotel. Like seriously. No, it's just a bird thing. Welcome. So this is Sathrin Rock, atop of Sathrin Rock. Yeah, Wisley Castle. Wisley Castle built. You know, this cotton spin mills of Cornfield. Yeah. So it was a castle that was built in. What did it say it was built in? Don't say, but we'll have to probably look that up. But yeah, the views here are just amazing. We're finished on a field full of sheep, like an open field with sheep on it. But I should probably head back now because I'm going to have to sort my stuff out, like put my mask on and stuff like that, which makes me sad because I fucking love sheep. But yeah, I'm going to have to head out. The reason why I have to go now is just because then I have to wait another hour for a train because they only come like hourly. Like after 9 in the morning, but yeah, they're not very frequently. And yeah, it'd be fun to hang around sheep for like half an hour, but for an hour. I mean, a bit dragging, and I don't actually have the timetables. I only had the timetable for the time that I was wanting to obviously get, but I haven't got a list of all the other times, but I'm sure it's like every hour. But yeah, it was like starting to get busy as well. Obviously because it's kind of like there's loads of stuff to do, whereas in Watsonwell, like not many people are going to go exploring in a forest like I did. So it was kind of quite busy. It got quite busy after like 12. It's currently getting on to 1:45, so yeah, my train will be here in like 5 minutes, but yeah. That is a shame I didn't see the sheep earlier though. I literally had to tear myself away from it. Like, so no, do you really want to wait for another hour for another train? And I'm like, nope. But yeah, and the fact that it's finally actually warmed up as well. It took until like after like 12:30 to actually start to warm up. So I'm not needed to put my gloves back on. I know my hands are technically still cold, but they're not cold enough to put the gloves on. Not like this morning. Oh my god, this morning. That was just torture, but it's alright now. I'm back home. I'm gonna go straight into the bath. I'm here just thinking about how much progress I've actually made since like March, since this all kicked off. Because I remember that I used to hit like the thought. I remember the thought of going public transport was like a nil. Same with taxis, it was a nil. Going into the shopping centre scared the shit out of me. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I still sometimes have anxiety when it's like really busy. But before it was like no, I really didn't want to go in there, and then I slowly like built up and everything like that. And now I'm built up to the point that this is my second time I've actually been on a train. So I'm actually getting on trains. I'm also going on buses as well. Because so obviously today I got on the bus. The same like last time I got obviously train back. Then to get home I get on the bus. But yeah, for me, that is literally result. It's just a shame that managers like companies and stuff like that don't even take into consider how some people have reacted to this virus. Like, to obviously some people may think is an overreaction, but to that person it's not really an overreaction. To them it's like that frustration, how you feel like that nobody's, like, you're the only one that's taking it serious and nobody else is. But yeah, back at the footage and I'm like, oh my god, I want to go back again. Like the views, it just looks so fucking beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, you know when you go to a place that has beautiful views and then you're like, oh my god, I want to go back.